and welcome to all of my amazing air signs. How are you doing this wonderful Thursday? I hope you're doing good. Well, we're gonna find out in our video on each of our videos. I'm sorry, I'm just realizing that I never say my name anymore in my intros. I'm Aster Tarot. I offer general readings and energy checks here on my channel. Every Tuesday is earth sign, every Wednesday is water sign, every air sign, every air sign, every Thursday is air sign. Did you see? I struggled so hard to say that. And every Friday we do pick a card and fire signs. So yeah, if you are Gemini, Libra, and or Aquarius, then you're in the right place. Your timestamps are going to be down below, and I really hope that you're doing well, and I'm sending so much love and light your way. Hello and hi, what's up, Gemini? What's going on? Well, we're gonna find out how you're feeling. We're gonna get a tarot card that represents your mood, and then we're just gonna go from there, okay? All right, what is going on with Gemini when they're watching this video? What is going on with Gemini when they are watching? Sorry. What's going on with Gemini when they're watching this video? Can I please get one card, spirits? Ooh, we have 7 of Wands. Stand your ground. So you are ready for battle. From what I can see, you are ready to fight. You are going to fight. If anybody wants to come at you, you are going to deck them right in the throat, which I like that energy. It's a very fight you energy. I know it's probably not a good energy. It probably is the reason that you've been pushed into fight or flight response, but let's find out what else is going on with Gemini. Oh, that was a lot. We have the Tower coming out. You are in it right now, Gemini. You are in it. Something just blew up in your face, and that is why you are on guard. That is why you are ready to fight. You have the 9 of Swords coming out. This is really pushing you deep into negative thoughts, anxiety, and depression. This is a lot for you. You have the Ace of Cups coming out. This is this could be about love. I mean, not could be about love. It is probably about love. You could be either. We also have the 7 of Pentacles coming out, so I can see that you're still trying to grow things. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to put forth a lot of time and dedication and effort into building something. It could be this love that I'm looking at, or the love could be the reason, you really pushed back into this corner where things have really started to deteriorate. You have the 4 of Swords coming out, so I can see that you're trying to relax, you're trying to rest, you're trying to give yourself time to stop focusing on so many of these things. Let's get some more cards. What else is going on with Gemini right now? What else is going on with Gemini right now? What else is going on with Gemini right now? We have the Emperor coming out. We have the 3 of Wands coming out as well. So I see that you are trying to move forward. With the 4 of Swords, the Emperor, and the 3 of Wands all coming out, but I can see that you're really trying to take time to rest, relax, heal, get over this Tower moment, and stop living in your negative self-talk and move forward. Give yourself more love and give more love to those who will give more love to you. You're trying to move past this. That's why the 7 of Wands is your mood right now. Is you're in this I am going to get through this kind of mood. You're not gonna let this keep you down, Gemini. Yeah, you're not gonna let this defeat you. You're like, I'm gonna just keep going. I'm gonna just keep doing me. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, we have the Strength card coming out. So you're strong enough to be able to just get through it. And your bottom deck energy is the Knight of Pentacles. You're just trying to stay grounded. You're just trying to get through. You don't really want to mess with any of this anymore. You're like, okay, things are broken. Things have been destroyed, and I'm feeling awful, but if I keep my head up, then I can get through this. I love this energy.
Nice.
You're like, I will fight for whatever it is that I need to fight for, whoever it is that I need to fight. And that right now, what you need to fight for is your happiness. And I can see that you are willing to do the work to move past this and not let it consume you. I love that for you, Gemini. What is some advice that we can offer Gemini when it comes to this situation? What is some advice that we can offer Gemini when it comes to this situation?
Nice.
What is some advice that we can offer Gemini, my Gemmy boys? We have the 10 of Cups coming out. So I see that if with the 10 of Cups coming out and then the Hierophant, if you continue down this path and you keep just moving the way that you are, then you're going to be able to see the light. You can already see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you're going to reach it. You're going to get there. You're going to be able to start this new chapter of your life and be joyous and have it bring warmth and love and light into your life. And you're going to utilize the faith that you put in, the faith that you have and that you put into God or the universe or Allah or whoever it is or whatever it is that you put your faith into. You're going to put your faith into that, and that is what's going to keep moving you forward on this forward moving path. You're strong enough. You know that you're strong enough. You aren't going to let anybody stop you or anything hold you back. What else is some advice? What is some advice we can offer Gemini? We have the 7 of Wands coming out. Again, that's the second time the 7 of Wands come out. If you keep up with this momentum, like I said, you're going to continue to be prosperous in healing. That even if you still feel like awful now, that's not going to last forever. And you know that. You just have to get through it now. You know that. And I love that you know that. What is some advice that we can offer? Yeah, 8 of Cups is coming out. It's time to just release it. Let it go. Don't let it take from you anymore, because it's already taken so much. It has already taken so much from you, and you've already filled that cup too much. It's time for you to start filling back up into your cup, and to stop wasting love, time, energy, and on things that don't feed you. Energy was the one I was looking for. We have the Devil coming out. Do not let old habits and addictions suck you back into this. You can move forward. You can continue on this path that you have set for yourself, that I can see in front of me, that I know that you see in front of you. If you just continue to have faith in yourself, know that you have the strength to get through, and know that these addictions, that these habits, that they aren't forever, and that you have the power and the control to be able to fight against them and to just say no. We get one more card, please, for advice for Geminis when it comes to this situation. We have the Page of Pentacles, so I can see that you're ready to start moving forward. You might even be thinking about like going to school, like college or something, or maybe even a trade school, or there are so many other, there's education in many different, what I'm saying is like where's my clear cord? Sorry, I'm starting to get all, so when it comes to education, what I'm saying is that, there are many different things, like, trade schools and stuff like that. So it could, you could be starting something with, I'm not saying you could be, I'm saying that you should focus more on that if you have already started it, or if it's something that you're thinking about starting. It's time, I think, to shift your focus, and that's what's really going to help you continue on this path. What is some advice that we can offer? So we do have the 5 of Swords coming out. So I think that it's best for you to leave these things in the past, not try to like scapegoat it. You know what I mean? Is the word that is coming out of my head. Don't try to scapegoat it. Don't try to like get out of it. Don't let it take from you. It's taken so much already. Don't feed into this anymore. We also have the 5 of Cups coming out. So you have to release it. You have to focus and be more grateful towards what it is that you do have, and not focus on the things that you don't have, Gemini, because you're gonna gonna push yourself into this endless cycle of going back to this and thinking that it's gonna be okay, but it's not. You can't live in the same cycle over and over and over and over again and think that it's gonna change or think that something's gonna change. It's just gonna feel awful to you. You know what I mean? You don't need that in your life. I'm sorry, but like, you're already going through a lot. You can't push yourself back into it and go back to square one. You have this mentality, I feel like you have this mentality of like, no, I'm going forward. So don't focus on that energy and move forward. Don't focus on what it is that you have lost and what it is that you don't have. Be more grateful for what it is that you do have. These 2 cups behind her, she has those are hers. There are things that you do have. There are things that you can be grateful for. Bottom deck energy is 3 of cups. There are things for you to celebrate.
Yes, I do.
You have achieved a lot. From what I'm picking up on is that you have achieved a lot in your life. Right now is not a time that you want to focus on. Right now is not a time that, you want to focus on them because of this, what has happened to you. You want to more or less focus on what it is that has happened to you and what it is that has disappointed you and what it is that you feel like you failed at, instead of focusing on what it is that you know that you have excelled in.
I'll be happy once
and that is detrimental, I feel like, to you at this point. You really need to start celebrating your wins and your successes. And nobody else is going to do that for you but you, Gemini. I'm actually really proud of you. Like, you're strong enough to want to move forward. You just have to continue to see that strength and continue to utilize that strength to move forward. So we're just gonna get some oracle cards for advice. Let's see, what is just gonna get some oracle cards for advice for you. Okay, yeah, so we have Gray coming out. Endings are inevitable. So this was all going to come to a head like this at some point or another, and you were going to have to experience it and go through it. And I can see that it's not going to hold you back. You're not letting it hold you back is what I meant to say. I can see that with Lavender coming out. Surround yourself with love. That if you really just find the people that bring a lot of joy to you and allow you to keep this forward moving momentum, then that is what is going to continue to push you forward. These people that love you they're only going to want what's best for you. So if you really just surround yourself with those people, and then you can get through this and continue to go through this the way that you have been going through it. But you don't have to do it by yourself, is basically what I'm saying. Be honest with yourself is coming out. Flower. I'm pretty sure this is flower. Yeah, flower. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself about. Be honest with yourself about the habits and going back and not going back to the beginning of this. You know what I mean? Like I was saying about the cycles. Don't put yourself back into it. Don't go back to what it is that you've always done because it's comfortable. Good things can be uncomfortable at first, but that's just because you're not used to having them in your life. We do have slow down and celebrate yourself. I just said that like 6 times before, didn't I? I said that it's time for you to really celebrate yourself and your wins and your successes, because you, like I said, I'm proud of you to be able to get this far. We also have bitch fire. Stand up for yourself, girl. I mean, you already have that energy, so you just keep going with that energy and you'll be able to get through this. I can feel it. Your bottom deck energy is stars. You can manifest your every wish. So basically, you can manifest a brighter future for yourself. This 10 of Cups is already coming out. We already know that that's what's in store for you. You just, you have to get through this rough patch. And I can see that you can get through it. And you are going to get through it. And I'm happy for you, Gemini. I just focus on the good parts of you know, the good parts of this and what it is that you're going to gain from this, not what it is that you're losing, because that's what's gonna keep you moving forward. That's what's gonna keep this energy and this momentum. Well, that's all that I have for you today, Gemini. Really hope that I helped bring you some sort of clarity or better understanding with this situation. I'm sending so much strength and love and light your way. I'm very proud of you for this energy that you have when it comes to this situation, because you could have allowed this to tear you down. I mean, it's literally the Tower. You could have allowed this to tear you down, but instead you let it build you back up. Don't forget to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a bigger picture. Go ahead, take a look at my pick a card on Friday, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye. Hello, hi, and welcome, my beautiful Aqua babies, Aquarius. What is happening? What is going on? Don't know? Well, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna get one card that represents your mood, and then we're just gonna go from there, okay? What are Aquarius feeling while they are watching this video? What is my Aquarius feeling while watching this video? Let's see what we can get. We have the 10 of Swords, so you are in it right now, Aqua babies. You are not feeling good. I was just thinking of Bo Burnham. I am not feeling good. So you are, I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Bo Burnham. I'm just saying you, if anything, are feeling awfully betrayed right now. Somebody really, yeah, stabbed you. They stabbed you. You're feeling awful. The sharp pains. What else is going on in Aquarius's life? So I feel like, yeah, I do feel like it is betrayal. Like somebody let you down, Aquarius. We have the Hanged One coming out. You're just hanging out in your feels. You're kind of just like, yep, this is it. This is life. This is what people do to me. Page of Swords is coming out, so I can see that with the Page of Swords. I always view her as like, look at her face. I always view her as like she's ready to fight. She's ready to... I know that like the Seven of Wands is more like stand up for what she believes in, but with the Page of Swords, that's what the vibe that I always get. That's what I'm getting off from it right now, is that you're ready to like, you're ready to fight for what you believe to be right. We have King of Cups. So you're really in your feels right now, like I said before. You're kind of just down in the dumps. Things aren't really too good for you right now. You don't really want to, yeah, the sun is coming out in reverse. You don't really want to see anybody. You don't want to do anything. You would rather just lay in your bed and watch TV. You really lost something. You really lost, I want to say someone. I feel like you've lost someone that was really important to you. And you're really starting to feel their loss now. If it wasn't something that happened right now, you know, or recently is the word that I was looking for, it's just now starting to hit you. You're really just starting to look back and self-reflect and really just look at the parts of this that hurt you, which it does. It hurts to have someone that you love leave, and it feels like an abandonment. Like you feel like this is something that is gonna stick with you for a really long time. Aquarius, what else is going on with Aquarius right now? We have the Devil card coming out as well. So you're really trapped up in those negative thoughts, and you might even be going back to old habits, like going back to people you know aren't good for you, just to kind of fill the void of this person. We have Strength coming out, so you're really trying to get through this. Your bottom deck energy is the Two of Cups in reverse. So you definitely lost a person. It's definitely someone that you lost. This could have been romantic. This could have just been platonic friendship. I'm not really going to read too much into it. It's a loss, whatever it is. It's it still hurts. You're going through it right now. Things are not where you want them to be. You're not where you want to be emotionally. You are just really you're just in it right now. You know what I mean? Like, things are how they are, and you're just like, I'm here for it, I guess. I mean, I could do without, but I guess I'm here. Like I said, I just like see you like laying in bed, like with, I don't know, Love Island on in the background, like eating chips and like ice cream and like crying because you really lost someone who meant something to you. What is some advice that we can offer Aquarius when it comes to this situation, spirits? What is some advice that we can offer Aquarius when it comes to this situation? What is some advice? What is some advice that we can offer Aquarius? Okay, so we have Queen of Swords coming out. So you're strong, and if you stay focused, then you can really move forward. You can move past this. I can see that you're mentally strong, but like it's really killing you because it's like, what do I do? You know what I mean? Advice. What is some advice? But I think that with the Queen of Swords coming out, it's really signifying the part of you that is strong enough to move forward. What you need to do is move forward. It's not going to be easy because you're just like in it right now. But that is what you do need to know. What else? What is some advice we can offer Aquarius when it comes to this situation? Yeah, so you're not trapped in this situation. Like, nothing is keeping you trapped in this situation, but the feelings that you're feeling, you can let go of them. Not saying, again, that it's going to be easy, but you're the one that's keeping you wrapped up in this feeling. See, the ties on her, they're not actually tied to anything. They're just on her. She doesn't, if she took off her blindfold, she could see that she's, I mean, if she even just moved a bit, she could see that she's not tied. She can go. She can free herself whenever she wants. You can free yourself from this. We have the Hierophant coming out. So you just can't do it the way that you've always done it. Like, you've lost people before in the past. I mean, we all lose people. But I can see with the Hierophant coming out is that you're trying to get through this the way that you've always gotten through this, and I don't think that that's going to work this time for you, Aqua babies. This isn't what is going to, because I feel like this person meant way more to you than what you felt like any person ever could. And I feel like when they left you, it was like crushing, like jumping off of a 12-story building or something like that. I don't, 24, 42 story, probably, I don't know, would be higher. I keep forgetting that, like, yeah, buildings be big, but I'm sorry, I know I'm getting off track. Where's my clear cords? Okay, I go off on a lot of tangents. I'm trying not to do that anymore. I apologize, Aquarius. What I'm trying to say is that I don't think that how you've gone about losing a person in the past is going to work for you this time around. You are gonna have to figure out a new method of getting over this person and letting them go, because just sitting in your room and sulking isn't really doing it for you, if that is what you're doing, or if not, then maybe what it is that you are doing isn't working. Like, if you go out party all the time and you're drinking with your friends, maybe that's not gonna work this time. Sleeping with a bunch of different people, not gonna work this time. Getting a new best friend, if it's your best friend, not gonna work this time. Or if the person died, that is like what you've always done to get over the loss of a person. Like, if someone left you, like, that's not gonna like work if the person died. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. What is some advice that we can offer Aquarius when it comes to this situation? What is some advice that we can offer Aquarius when it comes to this situation? What is advice? Advice. Okay. They're like spitting cards at me now. So we have the Seven of Cups coming out. So there are a lot of options. There's a lot of things confusing you about this. Separation is the word that I'm going to use. We have the 9 of Wands coming out. So your guard is up. You're not willing to budge. You're not willing to change you're not willing to do that. You're just going to keep doing what it is that you're doing right now. We also have the 4 of Wands coming out. The King of Wands coming out, as well as the 10 of Wands. Bottom deck energy is the High Priestess. Sorry, I don't know. They all just sped out at me, so I was like, might as well just put them out here. I'm so sorry. Okay, so with the 7 of Cups, really you need to make a decision about how it is you want to heal from this, how it is that you want to move forward and move past this. Like I said, doing it how you always done isn't really going to work out for you, so you need to really figure out a new way to really be able to do it for you. Your guard is up. I can see that you do have a strong foundation with the 4 of Wands coming out, so that you can probably, there are people that you probably can lean on through this hard time. That is what's going to get you through, is leaning on those people, leaning on what it is that helps you get through. The High Priestess is your bottom deck energy, so that could even just be like the universe, or it could be God, it could be your faith, you know, things that you have faith in. Leaning in and letting it take the rail, like, you know, carry on what's Jesus, take the wheel. If you let Jesus take the wheel, I can see that that's what's going to help you get through, and it's what's going to help you release this burden that is these feelings. Like, you definitely lost something here. I can see that, Aquarius, and you definitely lost someone. It's definitely someone that I do believe that it is a romantic partner, only because the 9 of Cups didn't come out, but it kept showing itself to me. It showed itself to me like 4 or 5 times. I'm surprised that it didn't come out. I almost pulled it out myself. So it's definitely a romantic partner. I don't know what the extent was towards your guys' relationship, but I do really feel like, again, don't force it if it doesn't fit, but I do really feel like this is someone that really meant so much to you, and that you really don't know how to move forward. You really don't know. It's like this confusing feeling. You really don't know. That's all that keeps coming about, is like, you're like, I don't know. It hurts. It does. Like, this is very hard for you. It's a painful situation for you. You thought that you guys were going to be together forever, but that's just not how it worked out in the long run. And so now you have to kind of like change everything that it was that you had built really for yourself. What it is that you had what it is that you had imagined for your guys' future is now all completely destroyed. And yes, you do have this strong foundation, you do have this strong like base for who you are. Now it's like you have to go back to your roots and really be reminded of the person that you are when you're not in a relationship, Aquarius. We're gonna get some oracle cards for advice. I do really feel like this is just, I'm sorry, I don't know what I was gonna say. It's just, this is really hard for you. As I was gonna say, I really feel like this is hard for you, and I wish that you weren't going through this. I do, because I know what it's like to experience a breakup and like go through a separation from someone that you really care about and you love, and not really understand what's going on. That's what I'm really picking up on, is like, you're not really comprehending like the what of this all, you know what I mean? There's some advice that we can offer group. I said group. What is some advice that we can offer Aquarius? We do have expectations coming out. Don't seek anyone's approval, Aqua. Do not seek anyone's approval. It is okay to go through and mourn and do this the way that you need to do this, and don't don't act like it has to be done a specific way, or don't go looking for them to be like, okay, yeah, you're okay now, you know, like, oh, you're okay now finally. I don't know, I feel like maybe they do that or did that. The world awaits you. We have morning coming out. The world awaits you. So you have the whole world ahead of you, the whole world at your feet, whatever that saying is. This one person leaving your life, yes, awful, but not the end of the world. That's definitely what I see here for you, is like, that's not the end of the world just because you lost this person. Yes, it hurts, and yes, it's gonna hurt for a long time, and you're gonna look back at this and just be like, why? But there is, like, where one door closes, another door opens. Like, this may be the end of this chapter for you, but another chapter starts after that. You're growing, and you're going into this new phase of your life, and it, as this new changed person, what is some advice that we can get for Aquarius when it comes to this situation? What is some advice that we can get for Aquarius when it comes to this situation? You can manifest your every wish. So you can manifest whatever it is that you want in life. So you can manifest this person, not this person, but a new person. And you can put your faith into that future with them, and you weren't, like, there's 7.8 plus billion people on the world. This one person is not going to be the only person that you're ever going to feel anything for. And we have Phoenix coming out. How's that for happily ever after? You're kind of like, F that, F this. I did all that for what? I feel like this for what? Like, are you serious? Are you effing kidding me? Is really what I get from you right now. And you can say that. You can say F you to this experience. Like, it sucks. It's awful. It's bloody awful. What is some advice that we can offer Aquarius when it comes to this? We have Gray coming out. Endings are inevitable. So everything comes to an end. Bottom deck energy is come home to yourself, escapist. Take this time, now that you're single, to really focus on yourself. Shift the focus to self-love. That is usually whenever I feel abandoned, which is a lot, because I suffer from a lot of trauma. From abandonment trauma. What I usually do is I try to shift all of the love that I was giving to them, that they were just taking, and shift that towards myself, and really try to do and practice self-care and self-love. Do the things that it is that I would do for other people for myself, because you're never ever going to meet a person like you. Yes, you may meet people that are similar, but nobody is exactly like you. Nobody is going to love the way that you love. So you're never going to feel your love unless you refocus that love and you give that love to yourself. But you have to give that love to yourself. And I know that it may feel selfish, and it may feel like you're like wrong sometimes, but you have to have self-love. I'm not saying that you have to have self-love to love someone, but you do have to have self-love, because you're gonna have to live up here until you die. So why not love yourself, you know? I'm just saying. That's all that I have for you today, Scorpio. I really hope that I helped you. I just called you Scorpios. I'm sorry. Aquarius. That's all I have for you today, Aquarius. That's all I have for you today, Aquarius. I want to say thank you so much for coming to sit with me despite what you are going through. I really hope that you get through this. I'm sending so much strength your way, Aquarius. I really am. I'm sending so much strength and love and light. You can get through this. I know that it is hard. I know that it is not as easy as just being like, oh, I'm going to get through this. I'm not saying that it is. I just want to let you know that you can. You do have strength. Excuse me, you do have strength, and you are going to move forward. You do have strength. You are going to move forward. Do not let anyone or anything make you feel like you can't. Also, don't force it if it doesn't fit. Don't let it take from you, okay? Thank you so much for coming back, watching my video. I can't wait to see you again next week. I hope to see you again in another video. Before that, I do have a pick a card. I do want to invite you to watch your sun, moon, and rising, just for a big picture of what's going on in your life, because I'm sure that it's more than just this heartbreak. You just aren't really focusing on other things. Again, I really do feel like you should shift towards self-love. All right, that's all that I have for you. Hope you have a great day, Aqua babies. Bye. Hello and good morning, my beautiful Libras. How are you today? Well, if you don't know, we're gonna find out. We're gonna get you a tarot card that represents your mood. We're gonna get right into it, okay? Not gonna ramble like I usually do. So what is Libra's mood right now when they're watching this video? Spirits, what is Libra's mood? We have the Three of Wands coming out in reverse. So you're not really focusing on moving forward right now at any point in time. You're kind of just in the thick of it. You are trying to I think if anything right now at this point in time, you're trying to grasp what's going on, maybe grasp really how you're feeling about it and what you can do next, but there isn't really a next in your, like that next part, like, you know, isn't really in your head. You're kind of just like, I can't move forward until I get what's done here. We've got the Star coming out, so you do need to heal. This is definitely something that you need to heal from. What is going on with Libra right now? What is going on with Libra? So you definitely need to heal from something right now. It's definitely why you can't even see a path forward at all in any way, shape, or form. We do have the Four of Cups coming out. I do feel like with the Four of Cups coming out, you are very focused on other things that don't serve you, Libra, things that don't bring you joy. If anything, they're kind of just meh. They don't really add to you, and you're very focused on these things. They're not part of your life that are very significant, and yet they are your main focus instead of healing being your main focus, because it's really what it should be. It's the reason that you don't feel like you can move forward, and it's, you gotta, you know, what else is going on with Libra? What else is going on with Libra when you're watching this video? So the Eight of Wands is popping out here. So you have this very impulsive, fast-paced nature that's really coming out like this. There's this energy that's really forward-moving momentum. But as we know with the Three of Wands, you're not really focused on moving forward. I think if anything, this energy is just here. It's like it's causing you a lot of like chaos is being brought about in your life. I feel like because this energy wants to move forward, but you're really kind of going against it, you know, Libra. If that really makes sense, you're going against it. You don't want to move forward. What else is going on with Libra? It didn't flip over, so I'm not going to take it. What else is going on with my lovely Libras? We have Strength coming out. So I can see that, you know, this is something that you do feel like you need to be strong through. You are strong. You are powerful, and you can get through this. Like, you're resilient is the word that I really wanted to use. You can get through this. You can get through really anything. I just feel like right now strength is something you need, because you really do need to be focusing on healing. You can't move forward. If you aren't focused on healing. If you don't heal, that is only going to hold you back. You can attempt to continue to move forward, but when you have all of this trauma and all of this baggage, it really weighs you down. It really makes you feel like, you know, like, oh, I took 2 steps forward, 10 steps back. So it's really kind of not, it's like, ugh. What else is going on with Libra? Libra, what else is going on with Libra right now? Libra, what else is going on? So we do have the Ten of Wands coming out in reverse. I feel like this really means that you're trying to let go of things that don't, like, you shouldn't be carrying on to, like burdens and like responsibilities. I feel like you're really right now focusing on trying to let go of those things, release them, because I can see the Eight of Swords coming out. There is a lot that is burdening you. There's a lot that's making you feel stuck and tied up and trapped. Just with the Wheel of Fortune coming out, it's like you really don't know what to do next, where to go. I always feel like, oh yeah, like divine timing or whatever, but with the Wheel of Fortune, I really feel like it brings about a lot of confusion because you don't really know what could come of it, you know. Oh yeah, it could be lucky, but at the same time it couldn't be, you know. I feel like you just never know, and that's a state for someone who's struggling. Not knowing, uncertainty is just something that really is frustrating. It's really something that bothers you and it eats at you. But there's nothing wrong with uncertainty. There's nothing wrong with not knowing, you know. But I do feel like with the Eight of Swords, you are feeling very trapped. You want to release yourself from the things that are making you feel trapped, though. With the Ten of Wands coming out in reverse, I feel like you are aware of what those things are, and you want to start to actively cut those things out of your life. I see the want to heal here. Like the Six of Pentacles is coming out. You want to give back to people. You want to be able to give. But you know that in order for you, like you can't get water from a dried up well. So like, you know that, you understand that. So you're trying to get to the point where you can heal enough to be able to give more to people you know that may need it. Libra, your bottom deck energy is the Three of Swords coming out. So you are, I can see, definitely going through heartbreak right now. Underneath that is the Seven of Cups, so it is causing you a lot of confusion. So I feel like right now, Libra, you're healing from loss is what I want to say. Like, yeah, heartbreak. Like, I feel like you lost something or someone or something recently, and that's really what you need to heal from. And I feel like that's probably why you don't know what the next path is for you, because if this was a relationship, then even if it wasn't a relationship, it was friendship, you know, maybe you had like your guys' entire life planned out. Like, me and my best friend, we're gonna get a house on the beach, and we're gonna live together with our, you know, families, whatever, blah blah blah. Now you've lost them, they're not friends anymore. It's like, you don't know what you have. You don't know what your future is going to look like, because your future always had this person in it, and now that person is no longer going to be a part of it. So you feel like you have to restructure everything, and you don't really know what you're doing or where you're going with your life, because you realize that a mass majority of your plans were tailored to this person. And that's really why you can't put your weight all into one person, whether that be a significant other or a friend, because you have to do what's best for you. You have to live your own life, and because if these people do end up, you know, leaving or you know the other dying, okay, then you really have to reevaluate your whole life. When your whole entire life was just them, then you do have nothing, and you don't want to do that to yourself. You want to give yourself some sort of like resemblance of a life, so that if this person does leave, either by choice or unforeseen circumstances, then you can, after a period of mourning, find a way to get back to real life and get back to the things that brought you joy, because you had an abundance of those things, and you didn't just spend your entire life, you know, wrapped up in this one person. I just don't think that that's healthy. And if that's something that you're struggling with, Libra, then I feel like, if anything, this is just like a lesson learned, that's just something that you don't want to do if you are to get into another relationship, or if you're to be really close people, again, I mean, I know that a lot of people are like, I know that a lot of people get to this point when they're like, I'm done with love, I'm done with friends, I'm done with this, I'm done with that. So like, if you're at that point right now, that's the only reason I said that. But if you are, you know that this is just, you know, this person, and that someday you'll meet somebody else, or someday you'll find some other friend, probably a better friend, to be completely honest, then this is just a lesson learned of what not to do. Really keep yourself grounded and have time for you and enjoy you. So what is some advice that we can offer Libras when it comes to this? We have 8 of Cups coming out. So it's time to let go. It's really time to let go of this situation. It's time for you to heal and to move forward and allow yourself to see this new path, because there is another path. There is a new path. It does exist. It is there. Just because you aren't capable of seeing it right now through your teary eyes doesn't mean that it's not there. I promise you. With the Hierophant coming out, I always use, because it's like tradition, you know, it's like always somebody always doing something the way that they've done it. I really always take this card as like, you have to change it up. You can't always do the same thing you've done because it isn't working for you. That's usually how I feel when the Hierophant comes out. It's like Hierophant, Hierophant, I don't know, Hierophant, whatever. I really do feel like that's usually like, you need to go against what it is that you normally do, because at this point it doesn't feel like it's working for you, Libra. It feels like you need some new techniques, and that's what's going to really move you forward. We do have the 2 of Wands coming out. So this is what you need to do, is to move forward in order for you to see that path, that 2 of Wands, that moving forward and traveling on this new path. We also have Death coming out. So that's transformation, baby. You're going through this really big transformation right now. And a lot of people are. I mean, it's the end of the year. Mercury is about to go into retrograde. We just had a full moon. I just feel like now is really the time when a lot of people are going through these changes in their life that are really transforming them into these completely new people. You may be going on like a spiritual awakening. You may be, you know, finding God. You may be, you know, realizing what you want to do with the rest of your life, or realizing what you don't want to do with the rest of your life. I really just feel like there's a lot of this energy in the air, and I feel like you, Libra, are also really a part of this. And that's, you know, neither here nor there. I just feel like you're really going through it right now, and you got to really accept that this change is happening. You can't fight it, because I feel like it's beneficial for you to change and to evolve and grow into this new, better version of yourself. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, I don't think. What is some other advice that we can offer Libras when it comes to this? What is some advice we can offer Libra? So the 2 of Swords, you really need to weigh out your decisions. Really weigh out what it is that you are asking of the universe, or asking of God, or really looking for out of life. And really weigh the options and really figure it out. Don't be so indecisive. Allow yourself to trust that you're making the right decision, even if it doesn't feel like you are. With the King of Pentacles coming out, I feel like if anything, with the King of Pentacles coming out, it just means that you should really focus more on the things that you can control in your life. Just shift focus. I say this all the time, but really shift focus to things that you can control. Materialistic usually is something that I view as something that you can control. With the King of Pentacles really coming out, it says that, you know, like, focus on your money, focus on keep getting up, that, like, getting your bag, girl, like, boy, then get that bag, you know, focus on that, and like how you can build yourself and how you can build off on that, because that's just it's an easy distraction. Work is an easy distraction. It really is. You know, if you're working from home, or if you're working, like, you're out working, whatever it is, it's something that will take you away from, because I know what it's like to be trying to heal, and to always be in that is just, God, it's just too much. You can't always be in it. You do have to step away from time to time. And I think that finances or materialistic things or your material world, that is a good distraction for emotions. Personally, I don't know. We have the Seven of Wands as your bottom deck energy. So I can see that in order for you to get through all of this, you really have to learn to stand up for yourself. You really have to learn what it is that you want, and be able to communicate that to the people that it is that you care about. Because I feel like maybe that might have been a problem for you, might be a problem for you, Libra, something that you're struggling with really right now. And I think that if you really just learn what it is that you want, because that's, I mean, you know, if you don't even know, then you can't really, people can't expect you to speak up for yourself and say, hey, this is what I want, if you don't even know that that's what you want, Libra. So really figure out what it is that you want, sit down with yourself, make a decision, decide, and then figure out how you can get to the point where you can verbalize these things to other people, so that you're not in this situation, or in these situations where you feel like you're being taken advantage of, or you feel like you can't move forward, and you feel like you can't heal just because you don't even know what it is that you want or how to communicate that. We're gonna get some oracle cards now, sorry. What is some advice that we can leave with Libras? What's some advice we can leave with Libras when it comes to this? We have Clover coming out. Release your guilt. Release the guilt that you feel when it comes to this, my beautiful Libras. I get it, you know, when you feel guilty, you feel like you could have changed something. You feel like you did something wrong. I mean, we all make mistakes, and that's okay. We all feel guilt. We all feel shame. But it is okay to release that. It is all right to forgive, which is the next card that's coming out. We have Red, forgive. Clover was the other one. I don't know if I ever said Clover. But Red, forgive. It's okay for you to forgive too. You can allow yourself to release your guilt and forgive people, and then you can heal and move on. Maybe that's really something that's holding you back. We have Evil Queen coming out. You deserve sugar, not salt. You're not defined by the things that happen to you. It's not fair. It's not fair that these things happen, but we cannot let these things, we cannot carry these things around with us for the rest of our lives, letting ourselves be controlled by these emotions, things that are over and done with, things we can't change, things that we'll never be able to change. They're still plaguing us to this day, and if we don't release them, then how do we grow? How do we change? How do we get to a point where we're not in those situations again? We're not feeling that way again. You know what I mean, Libra? We also have wings coming out. You never needed those wings to fly, baby. You never needed them. It was always within you. Everything that you needed is within you still. That's just how I feel, Libra. I mean, seriously, bottom deck energy is great. Endings are inevitable. Endings are. They're gonna come and they're gonna go, just like death coming out and the transition and things changing. That's always gonna be a factor of life, is that things are going to change. Things are going to come to an end. It's all in cycles. Like, there's this reference that I love. I don't even remember all of it. In Teen Wolf, Dr. What is his name? Is it Deaton? I think it's Deaton. Yeah, Deaton is talking to Scott about, if you watch Teen Wolf, if you don't watch Teen Wolf, I'm so sorry, I'm giving you this random reference. He's talking to Scott about how things in life balance out, how there is like there's the bad, and there's like a lot of bad, and then it'll balance out, and then there'll be a lot of good, and it'll balance out. I mean, at that moment in time, they were talking about how a lot of bad was happening, and it was gonna get good, but then it was gonna balance, and it was gonna, you know what I mean? So that's what life, I feel like, is like, you know, it's more of like a cycle rather than a teeter-totter, like you start this journey, you go on this journey, you go through it, things happen, things change, people change, things end, and then you start this new cycle, you start this new journey. Don't always look the same, you're not always learning the same thing, but I do feel like we go in cycles. I mean, there's different metaphors for it. You could call them chapters, sections, you know, what glitches, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But I just really feel like you're in it right now. You're in it right now, Libra, and that it's okay for you to be in it. Just know that there's going to be an end. You're not going to be in it forever. It's going to end, and you're going to be able to come out on the other side, and you're going to be able to look back, and you're going to be like, well, thanks. I'm so happy that I learned that. Or you're going to be like, I totally could live my whole life without that. I'm sorry. That is all that I have for you today, Libra. I really happy that you came back. I really hope that I found a way to, you know, help you in some way, shape, or form, give you some clarity, some advice, or better understanding on the situation and how you're feeling right now. I really want to invite you to check out your sun, moon, and rising just for a full picture of what's going on with you right now in your life. If you are feeling up for it, check out my pick a card reading, the readings that I post on Fridays. And thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much. Remember, don't force it if it doesn't fit. That is definitely something I want to say. Don't force it if it doesn't fit. Don't let it take from you. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye.